started getting like a little blue. Like I could feel like my throat kind of constricting and stuff. I was laying in the floor, you know, the whole scene, man, needle hanging out of the arm. I mean, it just didn't look good. I was aspirating. My friends, when I woke up, had told me that like they had to give me mouth to mouth and stuff because I like wasn't like really being responsive. He tried the ice bath. I mean, he tried resuscitating me. I mean, he tried a lot of different things and I just wasn't responding. They called 911. I woke up, I don't know, I think it was a couple days after the fact. And I can remember, man, it was a trippy scene. I saw, you know, daughter's mother, her mom, mom's boyfriend, my mom and dad, the grandmother. I mean, it was just like, dude, and really in my mind, like it was like, dang, dude, I got caught. You know, I got caught. This is one of those real surreal moments for me. It wasn't recovery. Recovery wasn't the first thing in my mind. It wasn't like, I got to get my life together. It was, I need to go get high again, dude, because I feel like crap. My first interaction with opioids, first encounter with any mood-altering chemicals, really, I was 12 years old. I was just skating around the driveway and broke my arm, had an accident, and they rushed me to local hospital. They hit me with morphine. It was like, whew, like it hit me, and I liked the way it made me feel. It just made the noise go away. After the hospital, they sent me home with Tylenol 3. I can remember, you know, kind of manipulating my mom into saying, you know, just telling her like, you know, man, it hurts. Knowing like I had a 4-hour window before I could get another pill, but, you know, she didn't know. I mean, it was the first time anything had happened like that for me or my brother, so, you know, she gave it to me. In the beginning, like pills just seemed less like abrasive, you know. It's like I'm using like Percocets and hydrocodone, but you know, I'm not like doing Oxycontin. I had to hang out with people that were doing just a little bit like worse than I was in terms of like using intravenously, or they were stealing some things from their parents, or so I kept like justifying every time I used that I wasn't doing it like that, or I wasn't doing it like them, or I had picked up this compulsion to like continue to use like every day as frequently as I could, taking Adderall to kind of like stay awake, back on Roxy's, mixed with benzos. Pharmaceuticals were extremely expensive. Heroin was just much cheaper than pharmaceuticals were. So it was like, I mean, why not? They're the same family. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I was just like, oh, let's just go to heroin. Like, that's just because I want to do it. It was just because it was easier. At this point, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, shaking, and I can remember feeling depressed, like irritable. I was full of anxiety. My face was twitching, I was a little shaky, and I just knew I didn't feel good. That was my first experience with withdrawals. This tape just keeps like playing over and over again. I'm like, you know, you need to do something like now to change the way you feel. I was feeling alone, and I felt like nobody could understand like me and what was going on with me. I was finding myself in more treatment centers, residential sober living environments. I was finding myself in and out of jail, and then it occurred to me that my disorder was really starting to progress. It was either recovery or it wasn't. So now I am a recovery coach for the Georgia Council on Substance Abuse. In the same hospital where I experienced my overdose, I get the opportunity to be there for others that are just waking up from an overdose. And I get to experience what it was like for me, like on the regular basis, and just how hard it was. And really, like, it strengthens my own recovery to, you know, have walked through what I've had to walk through and still, like, be here, you know? Like, I'm so much more grateful for my life now than I ever was back at 17. For that, I am grateful.